I have a question for you. How do you view rest? Like nothingness, doing nothing today. How do you view that? I'm gonna give you some interesting kind of revelations that I had around rest. But before I go ahead and like and subscribe, and then I'll tell you why. I noticed that I had a very perverted relationship with rest. More so because of my upbringing, and more so because of what corporate America does to you. Let me explain. I don't know if you had the upbringing that I had, but Saturday mornings was for what? Cleaning up, okay? Bright and early, I need you to get all the way up. And it's weird to me because it's like, yo, we go to school Monday through Friday. For some of us grandbabies, we went ahead and went to church on Sunday. So Saturday was the one day that was like, bruh, can I just sleep in? Like, why does this happen? Like, I don't understand. But I literally was told and trained that you have to get up Saturday morning to clean up. I remember being the child that was like, when I get older, I'm never getting up Saturday morning early, because that thing bothered me so bad. And I remember asking, why can't we just do it once we get up? And my mother's words to me were, because I won't be up cleaning while y'all sleep. And that was kind of the first little bit of embedding that sleep was frowned upon. When we would have off in the summertime. All right, y'all get up now. You ain't gonna be sleeping the whole day away. Why not? We have a respite. It's called summer break. That means that it's time to break. Okay, that means that we don't have to be up early if we don't want to. That's kind of weird that you would want us to be up early, and there's nothing to be up early for. We don't work. We don't. Now, again, like, we're sleeping late, we're getting up late. It kind of corresponds, but like that was frowned upon. Then at a certain age, if you did nothing, you were lazy. So then when you became an adult, you then coined that term. I'm gonna have a lazy day. And then you went to work and you were given a specified amount of hours for sick, vacation, and maybe possibly PTO, personal time off. And if you did not have the time frame that you needed, the hours accrued that you needed to have off, there was a consequence to that. And the consequence to that was deducting your compensation. Oh, you want to take a whole week vacation? Ugh, do you really want to do that? Because when you come back, you're going to have work out the yin yang and that kind of thing. And so after a while, I started to notice, oh my goodness. And can I be honest with you? It did not hit me until one day I was sitting down and I'm reading the word, and not to be that kind of grandbaby, but like I was like doing my morning routine. And then I felt myself like I should be doing something. And God was like, you are. And I was like, well, what am I doing? He was like, you're spending time with me. I was like, yeah, but I need to be doing something. Like I gotta do a to-do list, because I'm a to-do list grandbaby. So we gotta something. And God was like, do you know how to rest? And I thought that question was kind of silly. The same way that Peter was like, do I love you? Yes. Like, do I know how to rest? Actually, no. Like, that's what I felt like. So God was like, okay, so if I asked you to just have a day of nothing, that I want you to do absolutely nothing. You don't got no job, Tommy? Do absolutely nothing. Sitting in that, I was struggling. I had to really let God go to the root and uproot the seeds of, you're lazy. You should be doing something. You should be busy. Hustle culture, everything fast, everything now. Are you tired? Then you need to push through that. You need a day off? You need to push through that. Oh, you sick? You need to push through that. Having to have been literally trained to push through things, not listen to your body. You see that indicator all in your soul? Don't, whatever. Take the Tylenol to work. You push through. Oh, and you were deemed extraordinary. I mean, Michael Jordan played through the stomach flu. You understand? Like, people are playing through broken ankles and all kind of things, rebuking the name of Jesus. But it's like, we are trained that you are only extraordinary if you are bypassing the indicators of your soul, even if it manifests in your physical realm where you're like, ooh, I'm starting to feel something. Still go. Still do. Still keep going. And in some cases, God will give you the grace to be able to do that. But my gosh, to have to take an IV because you need to go ahead and play a basketball game, I think the game can pause, sir. I think we all could have understood, sir, you throwing up. You smell. I don't even want you speaking right now because that gum is not hitting. You see what I'm saying? And so God was reintroducing me to rest. He said, rest is so important to me. I made it a law, low key. I was like, anybody who ain't doing the resting thing is to be put to death. Like, ooh, that's how you see rest? Yeah, that's how I see it. I know what I made y'all from. I made y'all from dirt. I know what you need. You need sun. That's why you need to be outside. That's why your mood gets a little different when it's wintertime. You need to be out in the sun, get you at least 10 minutes. This is the Holy Spirit speaking to you now. 10 minutes of sun. Okay, great. You need some water, lots of it, okay? That's why you feel the way that you do. You feel groggy. You shouldn't be drinking only when you're thirsty. By that time, you're dehydrated. And you also need to be listening to the indicators on your dashboard, which is telling you to rest. 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 Your organs need it. Your brain needs it. Your mood is dependent on it. Don't nobody want to be bothered with you and all that crabbiness because you don't know how to go to sleep. Sorry, that wasn't me. That was somebody who was trying to talk to you through me. Okay, great. And so I'm just going to be a vessel. You understand? But how do you view rest? Does it have to be acute, like the way it is at work? Do you have to have permission? Like, you know what? Yes, we all agree. Next weekend, you get to sleep in. No, like literally, no. I apologize that corporate makes you have an excuse. Why you calling out today? Because I am. Why y'all want me to lie? You want me to cough? I don't want to do that. I want us together to reintroduce ourselves to the beauty of rest. It's not lazy. And it's a beautiful thing to go ahead and start looking at people that, like, there's this one person on YouTube, Alicia Renice, and then this other person, the upgrade _ Kiki. God strategically led me to two women that I'm like, y'all get it. And not only that, it's an abundance of different women who get it. And as a matter of fact, it's not just women. It looks like there's other people who feel that way too. But it is almost like a commonality, like, yo, we all suffered with this. Were we all sleep? Did they put NyQuil in formula when we were younger? Like, what happened? And maybe that is why now we are now starting to get to a place that, no, running on Energizer Bunny batteries is not it. Like, I'm not a robot. I'm not doing it. No, we want to grind. Okay, great. In the purpose. Okay, it shouldn't feel like grind. If it's grinding, then that means that you are trying to contort yourself to be a part of something that you're not wired to be a part of. But the reality of the situation is that when you're working in your purpose, it feels like fun. It really does. Like, low-key doing these videos, I love it. I was the grandbaby that may or may not have on my report card, she talked too much. But listen, I'm glad nobody got in line, nobody to kill that spirit, because God speaks to me and he allows me to speak to people, and he allows for me to be a vessel that when I'm speaking, he's speaking. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, low key, be careful about them people who it was already in you when you were younger. And they tried to kill it out of you. And it's like, no, you won't beat out my purpose. Yeah, there's power when I speak. Yeah, when I speak, the people that God has assigned to me, they hear him. So no, I cannot afford to be they told me not to talk in school. Well, guess what? She talking now. We're the teachers in the room, okay? But seriously, how do you view rest? Comment below and tell me, like, do you feel a guilt when you're like, I didn't do anything today? That's okay. Yeah, but I didn't do anything last weekend, and that's okay. Ugh, there's always something to do. The room looks a mess, the dishes are blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying be a slob. I'm just saying, can you get back to a place that you like, yo, I may be a little risque and take 2 days of rest. Like, do it. I'm talking about break the law, if you will. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. But yeah, I see rest different. And I feel like the rest is making me appear different. I'm way more relaxed now. I really am. Who knew? Who would have thunk it? That rest equals you relaxing. I'm not irritable like I used to be. I don't get as easily frustrated. It is what it is. I think rest is like the sister cousin to faith. It's like you cast your care and you rest in God. Like, it is what it is. But do you see what I'm saying? Talk to me in the comments so we can have these kind of conversations, okay? And listen, did you like and subscribe and do all the YouTube stuff? Well, go ahead and do that. And we'll go ahead and talk later, okay? Later.